It's KJ's back with another video, and this time we're trying out God mode. Yes, you heard me right. In this video, we're testing out an armor glitch, which makes you immortal. I can take as much damage as I want without dying. So we're gonna have a little fun, and we're gonna test out the response of Night City's police department. So I wanna see what the police response is, how many warrants, how many stars I can get as I become more aggressive with the cops. So we're gonna start out, I'm just gonna antagonize some local cops. So my initial idea is we'll play it slow. We'll join a crime in progress, help out the cops, and then see if we can turn on them to aggro them and start initiating the war process. But my first attempt was a massive failure. So I cleared out the bad guys and did everything in my power to get this local cop to engage the warrant system. I tried running him over with my motorcycle. It wasn't working. I couldn't hit him with my rifle. So next best thing I could think of is start pulling out people from their cars and get the party started. So as you can see, this might be a glitch in the game because in the mini-map, I have a 4-star warrant, except for I don't have the red indicating that I'm in combat. So not sure exactly what's taking place here, but I'm just trying to escalate the situation to test out the system. So this is my first attempt to aggro Night City PD, and as you can tell, it's not going very well. So we're just gonna run around and see what we can do next. So after that miserable attempt, I thought, all right, we need to get a densely populated area, see some pedestrians, hopefully get some traffic built up, and ideally have some police nearby. So what do? Throw a grenade at some pedestrians, take a pot shot, and let's get the party started. Will the Manus Blades do damage to the local cops? Of course they will. So the first round, it seems like you got a couple of beat cops, the turrets engaged. That female officer was definitely harder to kill, so she might be SWAT undercover. The android shows up, and I do have engineering spec'd out, so I do more damage to mechs, drones, and androids. So that guy's no problem at all. And then you get a speed boosting ninja melee type cop show up and the turrets, and now it's just about creating much havoc as we can. Just spreading the love with the lead, you know, just having some fun. So right now we're at 4 stars in the warrant system, hopping around double jump, seeing what else we can do, how quickly we can melt these people. Are we gonna see a tank? We're gonna get a SWAT vehicle, anything unique? And come to find out, not really. So in this particular instance, I'm not downtown, kind of in a cargo industrial area. We have the turrets active, got some local PD. What I've come to find out is that's kind of it when it comes to the police presence. Under normal circumstances, those turrets will take you out in a heartbeat. Now, in this scenario, it does look like you aggro some local gang members. I'm not sure if they're undercover cops or just NPCs in the area that take on a different side quest, but eventually they become aggroed and they want to fight too. So that was the extent of the warrant system, and you can see in the upper right corner, I'm maxed out. Now I'm just in combat. The 4 stars are gone, they've disappeared, and I've done my criminal acts for the day, and essentially I could escape at this very moment. So the next scenario I want to try is I'm just going to start a fight with the cops. This was unintentional, just cruising on the hot rod, take out a couple of pedestrians right in front of the cops, and it's go time. You know, we're downtown Night City. You got these higher level androids. Those guys are tougher to kill, so I don't know if there's different levels of the cops, but this seems like a more appropriate police response. There's at least 2 androids. They hit me with some cyberware data breach or hack, which is blurring my screen. The turrets are taking me on. You have your local beat cops. You got one of the drones shooting at me. This is probably the best example of the response that I got. And I'm only at, what does it look like, 2 stars? I'm not sure if that bottom star being bigger means I'm at 2.5, but pretty good response from Night City's finest right here. The most fun scenario, equip projectile arms and just start smashing people because it looks fun. You gotta blow up some cars along the way too for maximum damage. And as you can tell, it's pretty and as fun as it is to shoot rockets out of your arms. They don't do a lot of damage. My favorite gun in the game, Crusher, that's showing people up. You know, getting in their face, knocking some people out. You know, you got some, I don't know, plainclothes, might be detectives show up, and those guys are really difficult to kill. And then again, you got some guys in wife beaters and some plainclothes. Again, I'm not sure if they're undercover, if they're detectives. Those guys are pretty skilled. They also have the beat cops. They look like from the 80s. Power mustache, looking sharp. A little jealous we couldn't pull that off on my version of V. This is probably the best response I got in the warrant system. And again, if you look at the minimap in the upper right hand corner, I don't know if it's glitched. It says I have 3 technically, but the bottom one is more opaque and it's bigger, so not sure what's going on here. And this enemy was particularly interesting. So this guy just murking him from across the street, raining rockets at him. But as you see when I get closer, I got the legendary LMG in his face, and he's got like a Terminator response. It's blood and metal, like he's not human. Look at that. It's crazy. It's crazy. Madness. It's not a 4-star warrant unless you're trying to steal a cop car. So jump in the SWAT vehicle. Don't run over the children. Everyone else is fair game. Leave the children alone. Just start mowing people down because the warrants have gone away, right? So we got 1, 2. All right, now we're back in combat. Let's mow everybody out. And this is what I found. Even if you're immortal in vehicles, unfortunately the glitch doesn't pertain to vehicles. GG, boys and girls. Now it's time to equip some gorilla arms. Throw it on with John over here with this weird haircut and his open shirt. Bringing the pain. 2-star warrant. Let's throw it down with the cops. Let's see what happens. Got the gorilla arms equipped. Swinging at the air. Knocking people's heads off. Got double jump equipped. Let's party. So you got plainclothes officers. You got some SWAT team. You got the officers in the blue shirts that are harder to kill. The turrets show up. The androids. The drones. You get the time-bending cops. And sometimes you get locals or possibly undercover police officers from nearby stores. And that's it. So it's fun, but I think it'd be better, you know, if we had helicopters or SWAT vehicles show up, or if you're able to be chased around Night City like you are in GTA and really create, you know, this epic drama. Maybe hop in the water, steal a boat, you know, get the speedboats rocking and rolling. Maybe get the army involved. I think that would be a lot more fun. So I did this for about an hour. The combat's great, but ultimately, I'd like to see a little bit more from the 4-star warrant system. And again, I know I'm taking advantage of a glitch. The game will respond within those contexts of the glitch, but it'd be kind of fun if we could prolong this and it would continue to elevate. So if I drove out a certain neighborhood or area of the city, that the cops would find me, right? That there'd be a bigger police presence. Because we all know that when you're running around and if you do aggro the cops, those turrets that are on the corners of the building, they're absolutely devastating. But it'd be a lot more fun if, again, different vehicles. Maybe there was a police officer in a mech suit. You know, maybe they could do some hacking or data breaching to your cyberware so I wouldn't be able to double jump or do projectile arms. I mean, those would be really cool features they could add. And maybe in the future, that's something Cyberpunk would add is, you know, mini games. That'd be a lot of fun, right? So we did it. We got a 4-star warrant. We're murking people. We're running through Night City's finest. They're special ops forces. No big deal. You know, the game's been out for about 2 weeks. It's still going to be new to a lot of people, but what are you guys hoping to see? What are you hoping to learn in Night City? So leave a comment below, like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content that Sam, Prized Up, and I are putting out, and we'll see you next time.